Hey there, how are you? I hope that all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your Light in Darkness, and I am back again with a beautiful new read and amazing insights for all of you once again. Today's reading and today's update is describing about the turn of events that's taking place here or has already taken place. It is describing about a situation or an issue you were experiencing here on your journey where people were judging you and were talking very, very negatively and hatefully about you. These were especially related with your counterpart. Most of these people are or were connected with your counterpart. These people are or were aware about you or your connection, but they didn't believe in any of it. They didn't believe in you or your individuality or authenticity. Instead, these people assumed the worst about you. These people said really, really negative and horrible things about you in front of your person or to them with an intention to bring humiliation to you or disrespect, as some of these people thought that you deserved it. Some of these people thought that they had a right to because they were connected with your counterpart. Some of these people thought that by doing all this, they'll save your counterpart from you because they actually believed that you are a horrible person and you had some serious evil intentions regarding your counterpart. They believed and assumed that you wanted to get away with something or you were behind your counterpart for money or to fulfill some sort of agenda of yours. They said these kind of things to your person. They even made them doubt your intentions by saying things like you are possibly a witch or you're into spell work or black magic. Someone here, be it coming from their family or their friend circle, said to your counterpart or instilled in their mind that you seriously have something evil about you and they need to be careful. They need to be doubtful and skeptical about your intentions and your overall self, your personality. They made your counterpart doubt about everything related with you. They made your counterpart doubt your intentions, your purpose, and everything you said. And that was the reason why things didn't actually work out between the two of you. That was the reason why they chose a different direction or just abandoned you, because these people were there in their mind. These people were filling in their ears and their mind against you constantly. It didn't happen for once. It was happening continuously. It's because your person was entertaining these people or these people were somehow closely connected with your counterpart. They took great advantage of that and they really used their power in a very negative manner. These people actually create negativity into people's lives. These people actually do the worst to people and bring in the worst into other people's lives, but they were blaming you of that. They were telling your person that you are the devil here and they need to be aware of that and careful. They should avoid any relationship with you or they should kick you out from their life. That's what these people made your person believe or said something like this, which kind of resulted in you experiencing a heartbreak or some sort of sorrow. So I see here that now these people are under judgment for whatever they have done, as none of the beliefs they had about you or none of the things they assumed about you and made your counterpart assume as well were true. They were completely baseless, absurd, nonsense, and were stemming from their own insecurities, their superiority complex, and their habit of mindlessly making assumptions about people they don't even know anything about. These are the most immature, hostile, malicious, and ignorant of people your counterpart is or was associated with, who did this to you or to your connection. So I see here that now things are changing and now tables are turning here. In many of your cases, your counterpart realized that they made a very big mistake, actually a blunder, listening to these people, because the truth is coming out here. They regret assuming the worst about you. They regret listening to these people and believing in everything they said about you, which was not of a positive nature. These people were actually thinking that they are holier than you, when in reality, they're the most third class of individuals you'll ever come across, be it anyone. Okay, some of these people were coming from their family, while others are part of their friend circle. Some of them are just acquaintances, but then they thought that they had a right to say such things about you, such demeaning, horrible, disrespectful things about you. They thought that it's necessary and there's nothing wrong about it, but there was a lot wrong about it, and there still is, which I see is now about to affect these people back or create an impact, such a negative impact in their lives they wouldn't be able to come out of from or handle properly. I see here that now these people are going to be on the receiving end of the same humiliation, insults, and judgments getting passed on to them by other horrible people in their life or other people who are coming in their life. And at the same time, I see that the people who did this, including all of these, are going to regret what they said about you, which was of a negative nature, and what it brought to you. They'll be made to regret their choices and decisions and the use of the words. They'll be made to regret even pointing their fingers at you to begin with. They'll be made to regret and feel remorse over hurting an innocent person like you, who's a light worker, who's a torch bearer, who's a way shower, who's here to spread love, healing, happiness, and joy, who's here to spread the message of forgiveness and compassion and humility, whilst these people live like cockroaches and do the same exact work those cockroaches and insects do, creating all kinds of negativity and diseases in our world. Understand the symbolic message here, okay? Not that these people are actually those insects or cockroaches. I'm talking about the impact of their deeds. I'm talking about the influence these people have on others and in their life. It's like spreading diseases just by being yourself or by your presence. So just look at the contrast. On one hand, it's you guys who work for the betterment of society and humanity, and then there are these people who talk nonsense, who live mindlessly, who spread hate, who spread jealousy and envy, or the message of jealousy and envy, who tell people to live completely materialistic lives, who tell people to prioritize their ego, arrogance, and pride over choosing love and humility or compassion. These people who are just filled with evil intentions and can stoop to any level to fulfill those dreams, wishes, and intentions. I see here that people are now seeing it. I see here that people will be made to see it, and these same people are going to get called out for doing that to you and being those kind of pathetic, horrible individuals. This is the scene which is about to unfold here. While all of this happens, I see that you'll receive enormous success, enormous respect, recognition, and love coming from other people, including your counterpart, because they'll be made to realize what they have done. They'll be made to realize that the people they were listening to are actually the kind of people they shouldn't listen to and be distant from. Those are the people they need to avoid, not you, because they are the cause of all the evil and all the wrong going on in our world. They are the cause of the suffering people are experiencing in the world. It's not you, it was them. They needed to avoid and kick out from their life. I see that your person is going to be forced to realize this. I see that many of your counterparts are realizing this at present and regretting what they did and said. They're regretting the way they treated you. They're regretting the way they abandoned you. They're regretting the way they've hurt you and have caused you suffering. They're regretting the way they assumed the worst about you because of these people, or because they were listening to them mindlessly as they were talking mindlessly to them. They're regretting it big time. There's deep pain here, there's deep sorrow here, there's deep sadness here, and they want to bring in change. Your person wants to bring in change and give you the respect, the recognition, the place, and the love you deserved from them. Because now they are seeing you for who you are, especially if you are working on yourself, especially if you are prioritizing yourself and choosing a spiritual path. If you are being true to yourself, if you are helping other people understand that there's a better way of living and being, they are seeing it happen and they are admiring you from afar for that, for doing that. For those of you who are not doing this, for those of you who are still focused on the material aspects of your life, turn around and start to work on your spiritual self. Start to learn about spirituality and gain spiritual knowledge. You have to understand and connect with your true self, which is not of a material nature, because that is what is going to bring in this change I'm talking about, and that is what is bringing in the change. This change I'm talking about here. Those of you who are preaching spiritual knowledge, real knowledge, those of you who are living by this truth, those of you who are working on themselves, those of you who are aware of their own darkness and are helping people to be aware of theirs, at the same time working on bringing in light. People are seeing you, people are respecting you for that, and people are going to reward you for that. It's not like you have to do this for that reward or for receiving that recognition. No, you have to do it because it is needed. You have to do it because it's your purpose. You have to do it because that's who you are and that's what you're here to do. That's your purpose, that's your mission here. That's why you have to do, and that is what is going to bring in this change. That is what is going to bring in these people under the radar of judgment. Now these people are going to get hated. Now these people are going to get called out for the ugly kind of behavior they've displayed here. Now these people are going to be called as the agents of devil. They've always been. Now these people are going to find themselves in problems and situations they wouldn't be able to come out of from. Now these people are going to receive the consequences for doing this to you, for being such jerks and evil individuals. Now they'll be experiencing the effects and the consequences of getting so harshly judged and ridiculed by other people. Now they'll experience the effects of negative gossip that goes on and how it affects one's life. Now they'll experience the losses, the kind of losses you have experienced and the heartbreak you have experienced, all those sorrows. Now they'll be on the receiving end of it. Doesn't matter who it was, men, women, man or woman, doesn't really matter, because I see here that there were many such people who fed your counterpart with all kinds of nonsense, all kind of baseless things and assumptions. They confused your person, they made them delusional, they were manipulating your counterpart to act and behave in ways they wanted them to. They turned your person into someone who's a replica of them. That's changing here, because your person is now following your lead. They're seeing you as who you are and now realizing that you were always real. You never had a bad intention. You never were a liar, whereas these people lie every single day, possibly every single minute. They always have an agenda. They always have an evil plan to get away with. They always had something shady about them. They always have these little tricks here and there they use on people to get whatever they want, or to get away with something they wanted to get away with. This is something I see people are realizing here. Now people are seeing these people for who they are and were, as well as for who you are and were. Things are clearing up here. Things are changing for good. You are receiving the love and the recognition and the respect you deserve, especially from your person, or are going to. At the same time, I see that these horrible individuals are going to get called out and get exposed. Now they will see the consequences for being so ruthless, so rude, so malicious, so evil, so vicious. This is what I see. So it was like a big blunder they made when they started targeting you. It was like a curse they brought upon themselves by saying mean things about you or by being mean towards you. They'll regret it. They'll surely regret it, and they'll be made to regret everything they have done here and every little negative, nasty, abusive thing, a word they've uttered in your dishonor from their mouths. So I see that they'll be made to pay the price for it. And at the same time, they'll receive huge backlash, huge hate, huge disrespect, and people are going to show their disgust at them for what they have done and the way they have treated you so far. So this is the change I see is coming in here for all of you. I hope that you enjoy listening to me, and today's reading brought you the clarity and the insights you needed. If so, do let me know how you felt in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button, and do subscribe to our channel for more such content to be readily available for all of you on a regular basis. With that being said, do not hesitate to follow through with the link given in the description box below if your heart says so. If your heart says so. Also, if you are interested in taking a personal reading, do contact me or consult with me through way of my given email address provided in the description box below. That's all. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.